There is a liquid that defined rock and roll history, fueled the rebels, and captured the heart of American culture for over a century.
It is not just whiskey. It is time, distilled into a brilliant amber glow.
From the glitzy stages of Frank Sinatra to the dusty studios of the Rolling Stones.
1 billion liters are shipped every year to 140 countries, a staggering number.
But the craziest part? Every single drop comes from one place. A town so small, it has only one traffic light.
Welcome to the Brick Distillery, where time seems to stand still.
I'll show you the secrets behind these red walls. Follow me.
It all starts here, not from machines, but from Mother Nature.
The cave spring, the distillery's lifeblood. The water is so unique, Jack Daniel bought the entire hollow just for it. Always 56 degrees Fahrenheit, all year round. Cold, pure, and most importantly,
Iron-free. Iron is whiskey's enemy. It ruins color and kills flavor. This water is completely immune.
That's why Mr. Jack, this bronze gentleman, staked his claim here in 1866.
in 1904, he took this unknown bottle to the World's Fair. And guess what? The world tipped its hat. But water is half the store. The second secret is in these test tubes. The yeast.
We're still raising the same yeast strain used before 1930. It's the secret family spice that can never be replaced.
To feed that yeast, we need food. Lots of it. Convoys of trucks line up every morning. #1 grade corn. Millions of tons of yellow gold pouring into the bellies of steel giants. The recipe never changes. 80% corn for sweetness, 12% rye for spice, and 8% malted barley to tie it all together. The mills start roaring. We crush the grains, but gently. Never burn the husks.
Everything is ready. Spring water, grains, and ancient yeast. Time to light the fires. Welcome to the Devil's Kitchen.
The noise in here is deafening. But to a distiller, it's the rhythm of creation.
We don't just smash the grain. We crack it open. Precision is key. Too coarse, and we lose sugar. Too fine, and we make a sticky paste. It has to be perfect. Precision isn't a suggestion. It's a law. Every batch must be identical to the one made in 1866. Gravity does the rest. Down into the cooker, where the next element awaits. That 56-degree cave spring water meets the grain. But now, we turn up the heat. We boil it. We steep it. We are coaxing the natural sugars out of the starch. It looks like porridge. It smells like baking bread. We call this the mash. Inside this hot soup, enzymes are working furiously, converting hard starch into sweet, fermentable sugar. And here is the trick, the sour mash method. We take a portion of the wet solids from a previous batch and add it to the new one. It's not because the mash is actually sour. It's to control the acidity, to make sure the yeast stays happy. This continuity ensures that a bottle you drink today tastes exactly like the one Frank Sinatra drank. But yeast can't survive in boiling liquid. We have to cool it down, fast. The sweet mash is pumped into these giant fermenting tanks. The stage is set.
Enter the star of the show, the yeast.
Kept alive since Prohibition. If the factory burned down, this is the first thing we would save. We call this pitching the yeast, the moment biology takes over chemistry. At first, silence. The yeast is waking up. It's finding the sugar.
Then, an explosion of life. They are feeding, multiplying, consuming the sugar. This feast creates heat. A lot of heat. The tanks start to warm up from the inside.
If you could smell this, it's fruity, sharp, and smells like fresh bread rising.
And then, the first bubble. Within hours, the tank is a rolling ocean. We call this the boil, but no fire is touching it.
The byproduct is carbon dioxide. It's breathing. The yeast is working harder than any employee here.
For 4 to 6 days, the feast continues until every ounce of sugar is gone. The result isn't whiskey yet. It's what we call distiller's beer.
It's sour. It's strong. About 12% alcohol. It's ready for the next step. We drain the tanks. The yeast has done its job. Now physics must take over from biology. The liquid is racing towards the heat, towards the copper giants. It's time to separate the spirit from the water. The yeast has finished its work. Now, we wake the dragon. We apply fire to the copper.
These copper giants are the heart of the operation. Copper is the only metal we trust. It strips away the sulfur and cleans the spirit.
Heat separates the alcohol from the water. The spirit rises as a vapor, leaving the heavy, sour mash behind.
At the top, the vapor hits the cold condensers. It is shocked back into liquid form.
The result flows through this glass safe. We watch it, but we don't touch it. Not yet.
We call this new spirit White Dog. It's clear, it's 140 proof, and it has the raw fire of the grain.
If we stopped here and put it in a barrel, it would just be bourbon. But we don't make bourbon. We make Tennessee whiskey.
To earn that name, we have to do something extra. It starts with hard sugar maple wood.
We burn ricks of maple wood in the open air. We don't want ash. We want pure, lump charcoal. Once the fire dies down, we grind the charcoal into pieces the size of corn kernels.
We pack this charcoal 10 feet deep into these giant vats. This is the filter.
The raw White Dog is dripped onto the charcoal. Drop by drop.
It takes days for a drop to travel from the top to the bottom. The charcoal absorbs the heavy oils and the bitterness.
What comes out the bottom is different. The bite is gone. It's smooth. It's mellow. It has changed.
A whiskey is only as good as its home. We don't buy our barrels, we build them. American White Oak.
First, we toast the wood. Gentle heat caramelizes the natural sugars in the timber.
Then, we char it. We set it on fire. That black layer of carbon is
If we didn't char the wood, the whiskey would be clear as water and taste like a sawmill.
The mellowed spirit meets the charred wood. Two strangers destined to become best friends.
Sealed tight, we mark the date. Now, the waiting game begins. Off they go, to the barrel house, the highest hill in the county. We stack them 7 stories high. Why? Because heat rises.
In the Tennessee summer, the attic gets hot. The whiskey expands, pushing deep into the charred wood layers. In winter, the wood contracts. It squeezes the whiskey back out, bringing the caramelized wood sugars with it.
In and out, breathing with the seasons, year after year. That's how we get 100% of our color and flavor.
We lose about 10% of the volume to evaporation. We call that the angel's share, the price of perfection.
People ask,
How long do you age it? We say, it's done when it tastes done. We don't use a calendar.
We taste it. We look at the color. If it's not ready, it stays sleeping.
But when the master distiller gives the nod, it's time to wake it up.
We dump the barrels. The dark, rich liquid rushes out, carrying the soul of the oak.
Bottling. Fast, precise, sealing the flavor before the angels take any more.
The Black Label. A promise of quality that hasn't changed since 1904.
Caramel, vanilla, toasted oak, all natural, no sugar added. Whether you like it neat, on the rocks, or mixed. It's the taste of independence.
So here's to the craft, to the patience, and to the friends we share it with.
Enjoy responsibly, because reassembling a smashed Lego minifigure is harder than it looks. Cheers!